Hey family, we are live, broadcasting live. This is the Conversation Room 101. Make sure it's only adults in the house. I need your mind to be open, prepared, and relaxed. Welcome to our home. Take your shoes off. We got some rules we need to go over. Be kind. No cursing in the chat. If you want to curse, call in. And no shouting out other channels. That's a no-no. We got one other rule. There is no judging our guests. It will not be permitted. Zero tolerance. And if so, you want to do that, guess what? We got security. And we will escort you out. Because over here, hashtag we don't care. We're going to be one big family. We're going to laugh together sometimes. We're going to cry. But we definitely going to pray. I thank the Lord above for everything. I lift him up and give him the glory. But you guys, right now, we're going to get our popcorn. And then we're going to see what's going on. And let me just park my car. And I'll be in there in a minute. I'll see you real soon. Hold your power.
I decided to go into pre-law, then journalism, and with no academic focus, my grades took off in their own direction. You will fail at some point in your life, accept it. You will lose. I found that nothing in life is worthwhile unless you take risks. You will embarrass yourself, you will suck at something. There is no passion to be found playing small and settling for a life that's less than the one you're capable of living. I didn't quit. I prayed. I prayed. So you will catch a break, and I did catch a break.
Hey family, how's everybody doing? Thank you guys for showing up. Thank you guys for tuning in today. Today is September the 17th, 2021. You guys, we're going to talk about we're going to talk about one case today. I want to know how's everybody doing. I see there is some new people in the building, and I want to say thank you guys for showing up. I may not be able to pronounce your name. It's Eames Johnson. Thank you guys for showing up. She's from Oregon. She says, thank you, Miss Nuggets, for your channel. I wish I was more tech smart. Justice for all the little children, for all the missing. And then there is another new family member in the building. And let me see, because I was just looking through here. Molly Lynn Yo. Thank you guys for showing up. Make sure you guys hit the thumbs up as you come in the building, and we're going to get a crack-a-lack. And I'm going to let you guys know about all the announcements. We are going to do, we haven't done a mod meeting in a little while. Everything's going fine. Everybody's doing what they're supposed to do. And if you guys think we need to have a mod meeting, that'd be great. I did disclose to some mods if they were getting something that I had picked out a couple of mods for this or for that or whatever. They know who they are. And we're going to do a shirt giveaway for a member. If you're a member, today, right now, let me put down your name. If you're in the house, we'll put your name in the wheel. And then we will pick your name. Let it be Wednesday, because Monday we may not come on. I got a lot of dentist stuff going on. So I just need to know all the members that's in here today. And I'll have Freddie write them down. Freddie, write down the people that's members that's in the building. Right now, as of right now, okay? Because they came in here running, and that's what we want you to do. Crystal Powell says she knows she's a member. She's like, she's saying hi. If anybody wants to host Monday, I'm going to have some surgical dental work done, and they really don't want me to be, because I got a lot of stuff going on Monday. I got a facial going on at 1:00 and then dentistry at 4:00. And I'm going to go pick up some meds now because there is an abscess going on and they don't want me to be doing all this, stuff because I'm going to have open holes and they're trying to fix some stuff because I'm paying for this big insurance. So we might as well go in and get some work done. That's all I got to say. I want to say hello to everybody. How's everybody doing? Thank you guys for showing up. Hey, Brown Sugar, how you doing? Dorothy Pruitt, Shay, Faith, how are you? Tracy P. If you're in the building and you are mine, please let Freddie know. She'll write your name down. And we'll spin the wheel and we're going to give out a gift. And the gift we're going to give out, we'll spin the wheel in front of everybody so everybody will see who won. Okay? Even if you're a mod, if you're a mod and you a member, please make sure that she got your name in the house. So you want to make sure you say something in this chat, because if you don't say nothing, guess what? We don't know that you are here. If you just all in the bushes and you're a member, we don't know. She's not going to see you in here. So please say something because she can tell who's a mod and who's not. Hey, Zan, how you doing? Loving God, Linda Jackson, Missy Blue, Cynthia, Kim. Now, you guys see, now I'm seeing all the members. Andrea Maxwell, how you doing? She was like, see, now we're seeing all the members. They be in the bushes. But anyway, you guys, we're going to talk about this story. And there's a reason why we're going to talk about this story. I'm going to tell you a little bit. I mean, we're going to follow it. Hopefully, I can pull some stuff. But I'm not going to pull anything today. Let me get on in the building here. Yes, you are, Kitten. You are a member. And D Diva, I see you also. Lisa said, happy Friday and happy payday if you got paid. I got paid today and my check looked a little bit better than it used to. But I'm okay with it. God said he already has me, so, I'm all right. What is the reason? Because we said once a month, we're going to pick for appreciation. Members, they have a certain amount, whether they diamond, emerald, ruby, or whatever. A member is a member. That we're going to pick something for appreciation and for the mods also. So every other month will be for the mods, and then every other month will be for the members. So therefore, it'd be mod, member, mod, member, mod, member. Last month, we have one mod, and then this month, we're going to have one for the members, okay? And sometimes they be gift cards. Sometimes they be shirts. Sometimes we don't know what it'll be, but it'll be something because we want to appreciate everything, especially when you guys come in here and everything, okay? So I just want you guys to know that. But let's get on into some of the conversation because, like I said, you guys, this side of my face right here, I know you guys don't see it, but if you really look, I've got swelling going on. I've got some meds to go pick up. I got Tylenol 3 to go get. Yeah. And I got, what is it? I think they said some Advil or something. Some antibiotics. So that's what I'm going to be doing on that. I just saw the title of this. What the heck? Yes, D. Holler. Something is going on. These parents, let me read to you what happened, and we're going to get right off into it. I'm not going to stay too long. This is Friday, and I know everybody's trying to get where they got to go. And that's cool. That's cool. I want to share with you. I want you to see this picture of the mother and the father. Oh, I think I don't have it by itself, but that's okay. I'm going to share this with you guys. You got to see it for yourself. Look at the picture of the mother and the father. Now, he's the stepfather of this little boy. The little boy is 2 years old. The mother and the stepfather. And when I tell you this horrible story and what's going on with it, that nobody covered this story, nobody knew nothing about it. And they did have it on the news when it first took place. But things done twisted, and now people are telling who did what. Okay? So this is the mother and the father right here. And the stepfather. That's the stepfather. So let me go back because you guys, I had to go back and find out why is it, how can they say the mother and the father molest? I hate to even use the words, this little boy. Okay? He's the stepfather and the mother. What would make the parents do this to their own child? Because I don't get it. I don't understand it. I'm going to read it to you guys, and I want you guys to chime in. D Diva said, I saw this. This started back in March of 2020. Okay? 2020. March of 2020. So pretty much last year, about a year ago. This is when this first started taking place. But there's a reason why they're bringing it up now. And I'm going to share it with you. It says a 2-year-old boy has died after he suffered a fractured skull and a bleeding rectum from the violent sexual assault of his mother and her boyfriend. The incident occurred in Pennsylvania and indicated that the little boy was both severely beaten and sexually assaulted by his mother and her lover. Doctors at the hospital in Pittsburgh noticed the injuries immediately because the fractured skull, bruises all over his body, and bleeding rectum were very hard to miss. The abuse occurred in March 2020, but the boy managed to hang on to life for a few months until he finally died as a result of the sexual assaults in early April. Okay. In addition to the bruising, fractures, and bleeding, the 2-year-old boy had injuries to his eyes and his mouth. The evidence of sexual abuse was glaring, and other injuries indicated that he was damaged both inside and outside by his mother and her lover during a vile sex act involving the little boy. Police received a 911 call from the boy's home on 5th Avenue in Kingston. The caller said that the recent abused boy was unresponsive. He was rushed to the area hospital where he stayed until he died about a month later. So he didn't die right off. And I do believe like he was in a coma or something. And he just, they just said it just, it was just too much damage going on. So they just, pulled the plug. You guys understand what I'm saying? But now the boy who was named, his name is Michael, Michael, is being mourned by the local community. However, his mother, Teresa Fetterman, she's 23 years of age, and her boyfriend, Keith Lilly. His name is Keith Lilly. They're going to call him Lilly all the time, you guys. So when you hear Lilly, that's not a girl. That's the stepfather. That's the boyfriend. That's the mama's lover. So don't get it twisted. That's the mother. That's his middle name is Keith Lilly Jr. Well, he was arrested in relations to the boy's death, but because it was clear to the investigators that this pair used their power over the boy to sexually abuse him and violate his tiny body, they were charged with involuntary manslaughter, aggravated assault, and endangering the welfare of a child, in addition to other things. The mother of the boy said that her boyfriend, Lilly, was watching the boy on the night he went to the hospital. A few days later, Lilly found himself in handcuffs with charges regarding his part in the abuse of the little boy. Although Lilly had a story, remember Lilly is the guy now, he had a story about the incident. He said that the victim had simply fallen off the couch. We've heard that a lot. The kid fell off the couch. The kid fell off the couch. Usually when kids fall off the couch. Okay, I'm just saying. Police were not going to buy that lie. The doctors had already examined the boy and found that he had been similarly sodomized and beaten repeatedly. These injuries were not the result of a child falling from the couch. Lily also said that he had given the boy some Tylenol after he got hurt, falling from the couch. When he found him not breathing a while later, he swallowed his pride and dialed 911. The doctor told a very different story. The injuries on the boy's small body was both new and old. He had been abused many times before and raped. Might have been a regular part of his existence until he died from the final results. He was unresponsive when he arrived at the hospital. It is not clear if he ever regained consciousness. That's why I told you guys he was still in a coma. And then the neighbor said something about how sick they were or whatever. Now, I went back and did a little bit of research to find out, because they never said nothing about the mother, Teresa, that they charged. Now, here's the thing. The stepfather said he was watching TV and he woke up, the boy was screaming, had fell off the couch. So he just gave the boy some Tylenol and put him back on the couch or whatever. The mother's story was she went to bed at 10 o'clock. At 10 o'clock, you guys, she heard some screaming. She got up to see what was going on. Her boyfriend told her to go back to bed. He just felt the baby fell off the couch, and that was her story. Well, here's the thing. He got a big old bond, can't never get out of jail. They want a deal, make a deal, and now they're getting ready to go to court. And so now people start talking. You know, the ones talk first be the ones that will walk and get a lesser sentence. So you finally, why don't he? No, he passed away. No, he passed away. What are you talking about, Galax? The boy passed away? Of course he passed away. He never got conscious. He never got his consciousness. He was in a coma the whole entire time. They took him off the machine. No, not with bleeding from his rectum. But what surprises me is first to talk gets the deal, gets to walk. Well, he may not get to walk, but he will get something. He will get some kind of deal. You know what I'm saying? But here's the thing. The story has changed to they were doing this together. Mother and her or boyfriend is having intercourse with a 2-year-old child. She allowed this to happen and get off on it. And I'm not understanding, what was she getting out of this deal? They said, I don't know if it's on none of these information. I think it was on the other information that I seen, is like he had some infection or something in his eyes. Like, how do they know? Because that would be the dad's part saying, well, what did the mom do? She couldn't stick nothing in the back. I mean, well, she could stick something. It wouldn't be her physical part. But they know for a fact that here's the baby right here. They were both having sex with this baby. Mama and the stepfather. Now, if that is not the worst thing in the world that I've heard, I mean, we've been hearing some really weird stories, but it really don't have to do with stranger danger and all this other stuff. Let me tell you guys something. 9 times out of 10, when these kids come up missing, it's not a stranger danger thing. You know what I'm saying? And then they sitting there, oh, we got to find the baby. And everybody's like, oh, let's look for, Amber, or let's look for Timmy or something. It's normally the family's done some stuff and it got out of hand. And this is the results of it. And this is why you can't find the body, because what do? They take it and burn it, and they tie bricks around them and throw them in the water and stuff. and things of this nature. I mean, I had another story the other day I was going to tell you guys about, but I didn't want to share that. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for becoming a member. Margie Torres, thank you for becoming a member again. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let me see where was our stuff at. I'm still dealing with this mouse. The mouse is still not working, so you guys gonna have to just work with me. My daughter will come over on the weekend. She says she will, but I don't know. I believe she will. Thank you for becoming a member, Margie Torres. We appreciate you. Thank you. I think we got okay. So I want to get into the conversation about this, you guys. So let me know what you're thinking. I'm going to be reading the comments. And if you got something that you want to say, you can always call in. The number is 316-553-3056. I will put it up for anyone that's new that do not know it. I'm not going to keep it up there long, so make sure you write it down. We go. Let me read some of your comments and see what you're saying. Litton Davis says, so sad what that baby had to endure. It is very sad. It is. Her baby. Yeah, that's her baby. It's not his baby. He's the stepdaddy. And now he's talking. He's telling what they were doing together. She was very well known to, he's not going to take this whole case by himself. He was like, if I'm going down for this, I want everybody to know you and I was having this relations with this baby all together. Oh, Jessica says, I just became a member again. All right. Thank you, Jessica. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right, let me look at these comments. Thank you, Jessica. Thank you. She says pure evil. Okay, watching her helpless baby being violated, tortured. What could she possibly get out of that? Now, I'm going to tell you guys something. This is not even new to me. Somebody told me this a while back on the, and I'm just being honest with you. I don't want to really go back into who did what, but somebody told me that on the cupcake case, Quintessa has a sex addiction. So it wasn't that there had to be a reason why she wanted a baby and do things, because she was very hard to please sexually, and she would go. And and would get angry. And so therefore when she had went to the police and said he did these things to, Cupcake or whatever. I think it was said, he said, Patrick, I'm talking about Patrick and Quintessa. Patrick turns around and said, and he said this, I think the news got it, that Quintessa asked him to perform these acts on the baby, and she wanted to watch or whatever. And he said no. One thing that he did say that we did know is he said after that, he got a little bit upset with her. He went outside to smoke a cigarette. Now, here's the funny thing. Quintessa says, no. She woke up and he was making, the baby, suck on him. And, but she was fuzzy in the head. She didn't, she went on back to bed. She thought she didn't know. But one thing about it, the neighbor did say, the ones that called the police on Patrick and Quintessa, that Patrick did go outside and he was out there smoking a cigarette. So it kind of makes you believe what Patrick said is true, which, like I said, not only that, I was told that she has a sex addiction and it's just unbearable for her to get satisfied. So I'm sorry, Galax and Stars. She said, I'm sick of my stomach. I know. I know. Uh, how you doing, Soldier Girl? Something to think about. Child pornography. They could have been selling images. Exactly. They could have. But this is not what they were saying. They were saying, and the mom's name is Teresa. They were saying that they both engaged in sexual activities with the baby. And I believe, and I'm not sure, this is just my guess, you guys. Just like you guys got an opinion, and I've got one too. My thinking is that there is some physical, there is some tangible evidence. The sodomizing this child, there's got to be some, cells or some DNA, stepfather's DNA and mother's DNA in the baby's mouth, the baby's eyes, the baby's everything. Her DNA, mama's DNA. He's 2 years old. Mama's DNA shouldn't be. Just like I said on Quintessa, when I talked to Quintessa, and Quintessa was like, my DNA is everywhere on the house. I said, Quintessa, your DNA, I'm not talking about, like skin cells. I'm talking about saliva out of your mouth, your underneath, your private area. That type of DNA should not be on this baby. You know what I'm talking about. She acted like she couldn't understand what I was saying. She was like, my DNA is all over the house. I said, yeah, I understand that, but it shouldn't. Thank you. Your body fluids should not be on that child. You guys understand what I'm saying? So miss me with that. She was like, I was asleep. I said, okay, I got some more recordings. I never did it share with anybody. Maybe I will release them. But mama need to be on death row, all these fake mothers. Exactly. You know what? They took the stepfather to jail, and he was in jail for a long time before they even started arresting her. This is 2021. They just now arresting her. Okay? Okay? So whatever story she told them, they believed. They believed it without a doubt. I can't believe it. Her body fluid should not be on that baby. Exactly, brown sugar. It should not. Gel is too good for them. Oh, my goodness. Okay, let me put some of you guys' stuff up in here. She said, gel is too good for them. Sick and just nasty. All right. Yep, you're right. Brown sugar said her body fluid should not be on that baby. I try to explain that to her. And she's, you know what she told me? She said, Lisa says mama needs to be on death row. All these fake mothers. Yeah, just insane. What could they get out of these kids? Okay, here's the thing. This is what I was trying to tell you guys earlier today. I'm having a hard time wrapping my head around a mother. That's what I was just finna say. You guys read my mind. I'm not understanding why the mother, what could she have done to this beautiful child, and why would she do it? Why? Getting satisfied at a sodomizing her own baby is evil beyond words. That is a wicked possession. They said something about a vile act. Now, I'm wondering, was it something that, I don't know. Soldier Girl says, I hope they really throw the book at these hoodlums. Disgusting. Not believing, not evidence. Not believing, not evidence. Not believing, not evidence. So I'm wondering, they have to have something more than just him saying that. Because Sugar Mama says, I'm running low. Oh, okay. This is so sick. I know it is. I know. I said some women would do anything to keep a man around. Whoa. You're right, Tracy. They want to be like, oh, I'm that freak that I'm the freak in the sheet that I'm very freaky, and it gets out of hand. You're doing too much. And then you done got your baby all involved. This is why, like when women date men or something, and you go out on a date and you're going to get busy, or you don't know you're going to get busy. It's never good to have the kid I don't care if the baby wants to crawl in the bed with you. No. You know what you do? You put the baby on the couch or you go put the baby in the bed or whatever. Don't keep the baby in the bed with you, because after you done whatever you want to do, or they done did whatever they want to do, and you tired and you sleepy, you don't know who's fiddling and faddling around underneath them sheets with your child. And you guys heard that one story. I can't remember. Some girl was saying, I guess her father came in and then the sister acted like she was asleep, but we were like, did anybody know this happened? And she was like, I'm pretty sure my sister was woke. She didn't want to move. You know what I'm saying? And then the mom, she just played like she was asleep the whole entire time. Exactly. Let's see what Dee Dee says. Miss Dee Dee is in the building. She says, if this was happening for a while, she should have been charged with neglect and other charges as well. Yes, she is. She's charged with neglect and endangerment. The same thing that he's charged with is the same thing she's charged with. Just like I told Quintessa. I said, Quintessa, you getting to charge the same thing? She says, no, I'm not. She said, no, I'm not, SP. I said, yes, you are. Just because they haven't charged you yet, but they are. They're going to charge you. And even with kidnap, she says, I'm not. And I went back. She said, I'm not charged with kidnap, and they got to tell me. I said to Quintessa, Quintessa, they're not going to tell you until you come to court. And it's going to be like, surprise, we're charging you with this or something. She says, no, it's called discovery. And you're not an attorney, and I don't have to be an attorney. Quintessa, this is real. You tripping. You need to tell the truth. She said, you're not an attorney, and I'm not going to let you just tell me what. I said, okay. I said, well, if you're going to sit here and just keep telling me what you're telling me, and I was trying to get some information. I really was, you guys. You guys know that some people were like, you're friends with her. I'm not friends with nobody that's involved in criminal activity. I can talk to them and respect them. And if they're willing to tell their side, I'm willing to listen. You guys understand what I'm saying? But I'm not friends. Convicted Heart says it's just evil, perversion. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Ings Johnson says, me too, Miss Nuggets. Exactly. They will be waiting for them in prison, and whatever happens, happens. I think a lot of people believe that prison, they will get the business, and they will, because people will find out. People watch the news. They see people when they come in. They've heard what they've done. And when they do get mad at them, that's just like right now. If somebody came in and we knew that they were a pedophile or something, and they came in here talking, oh, yeah, they will be booed out real quick. I mean, and we knew, if we knew, they would be booed out. In prison, there's a lot of stuff happens. So it all depends on how big they are and what group they go into. They can go into a very known affiliated group, and just like the godfather, the grandfather, not the godfather, but the grandfather, he's known for sexual abuse already, and he did his time. And then he was out, and then he killed Andre. Yes, he did. They will be waiting for them in prison. All right. Galaxy says people like to steal babies' innocence. What is the big deal? Some people, I don't get it. I don't understand it, because there's all kind of things they could do. And I'm not being nasty. I'm just thinking, I'm not going to say go get an animal, but I prefer you to leave the children alone. I don't care what you go get, a balloon, a watermelon, stick a hole in it or something. I don't know. I don't know. Leave the kids alone. Why is it that these people now is getting off on these children? It's like something's going on that's evil. Why waste money housing these people? They are monsters. Where are the grandparents? Where are these babies' fathers? I don't know. You know, I was looking at Andre's funeral. They did broadcast a little bit of it. I don't really show that on here. I did want to show y'all what the father said, and then his sister. His sister was crying, and the father said some things, said some words, you know. And I don't fault people. They don't never know, like, you could have stepped in at any time and helped your child or try to get custody of your kids or something. But I don't fault nobody when, you know, because nobody knew. But I just wondered, you know, people think when the kids are in the system, they okay. They're not okay. Sometimes the system works. You get them in, get them out. You know what I'm saying? I can't say all the system don't work and it's just a bad deal. I just can't say that. But what I can say, some kids, they may need the system. And I can tell you, in my situation, when I was younger, the system, being in the system, you know, it helped my family get back together. Now, did some things probably happen? Yeah, but we're not dead. You know what I'm saying? Because we were just left. And things happens when kids are just left. You know, I'm just saying. So I see, just like in cops, I see good cops and bad cops. Not all cops is bad. Not all CPS. You know, I don't know how to fix it. How can we fix it? I mean, we can down it, but what can we do? Can we get involved? It's almost like the police needs to police them too. Does this story have a trial to it? If so, what's the name on it? It is coming up for trial, Jessica. It is coming up. You want to know the name of the people? Let me tell you their names. Their names is up here. I thought I read their names. Let me read their names to you. Because they're bringing this up for a reason. It's just been 2 hours before they brought it back up and let everybody know that the mother is being charged too. Her name is Teresa Fitterman. She's 23 years of age. Her name is Teresa, spelled Teresa. Her last name is Fitterman, Fetterman. The boyfriend's name is Keith Lilly Jr. He's 31 years of age. His name is spelled Keith, and his middle name is Lilly. This is, let me share with you again, because I know you guys didn't probably understand. This is in Pittsburgh. This incident occurred in Pennsylvania, and you can actually look this up. And the doctors at the Children's Hospital is in Pittsburgh. You can look this up there. The family lived on Kingston, Fifth Avenue in New Kingston. Okay. Thank you, Candy Richardson. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you. Okay. So Jessica says, does this story has a trial to it? Yes, a trial is coming up. And that's why I wanted everybody to know that the mother is being charged also with the boyfriend. Mm-hmm. Sweet Pea says many prisons don't put these perverts in general population. Exactly, they don't. I mean, they almost put the pedophiles with other pedophiles, and then I mean, but you got to understand, um, you know, um, I don't know, you guys. I don't know. Like, I would say something like, take their genitals or something so that they can't never hurt a child again, and then make them do the time. I don't think that they should ever get pleasure out of a child again. I mean, I don't know what else to make them where they can't even, you know I don't know. Maybe that's evil. I don't know. Clarissa says awful. Yes, it is awful. um Hey, this is SP.
Hey, Esther, this is Val in Bellflower, California. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
It's terrible to look up, and you got another case on today with these mother and the boyfriend, because they just come on Monday, and they just sentenced this boyfriend for 2 life terms and another 2-year-old boy. I don't know what state he's in. That was on life support, and he went out, but he never recovered. He was rectum bleeding, good, 13 concussion. How about he fell out his good toddler bed? And they said, that's not but 13, he was at the ground in his toddler bed. And the doctor said, that is not consistent with them falling. All those things he had in his mouth messed up. I said, how can you do a child like that? I mean, what you do, you hold them down or what? Because, I mean, these babies are going through torture. You're taking it out on the innocent. I mean, it's just back to back to back. You're getting ready to sentence that mother. And I think she's getting the same time, so she was at work. Quit leaving your kids. First of all, why don't you just date yourself? That's what they should do. Since they got to bring big death home, and these babies coming up there, and come up, they falling off the couch, falling off the bed. They were mad instead of. No, none of my kids never slept in the bed with me. My husband, none of my kids never slept in the bed. No. Matter of fact, I don't like to have company with my kids at all. I said, no, you don't need to be my kids. What you need to be my kids for?
Right.
So when the person started questioning me, first I want to know who you are. I'm doing a background check. I get upset with one of my daughters because she just seems like she has to have a mate. I said, you keep on, you're going to get a death sentence by one of these fools. Because we run background checks, me and my other daughter. It's not, no, my other daughter, her son is be 18 with her work. She won't go date. She said, no, because she's not having nobody coming in to offer her son. I said, well, he's well, man, respectful, but he's not going to let nobody come in there and hurt his mom either.
Right.
So I said, but this is really getting pathetic. I mean, you look up and you hate to turn away. Because, what solution can you get going to where, not no chain link stuff, because I don't believe in no chain link, that type of that. But these are so far reached. Pennsylvania, Milwaukee. This woman shot her 12-year-old in the head over there, since I call it for a phone or something.
Over a what?
Over her SIM card, or her phone or whatever.
Oh, wow.
This was just, I think, this past, he was 12 years old. Shot him and he didn't have it. She said he didn't have a darn card, the SG card, or whatever it was, and she went back over there and shot him again in the head. I said, my God, how evil, how why does she have a gun? And they say she had mental illness, so she had a permit for it.
Mm-hmm.
So some of it was to do with mental illnesses, and some of it just evil, and some of it is drug. I don't know what is going on, but it's being taken out on the innocent. So they're not going to come after someone like myself or you, because we got our guards up. We didn't get to be our age just by being naive and trusting everybody. And, my daughter called me paranoid. Oh, you don't trust nobody. No, I don't trust nobody. I trust God.
Right.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Because me and
exactly.
We had already said.
Exactly.
Andre to be in prison, we already said he had some sort of predator type of thing in his background before. That's probably why he wanted to go ahead and kill that grandson to shut him up. What else he probably did to him?
Yeah. Yeah.
And when he came with shoulder truck, I said, we had already said that.
Yeah, exactly. That's why when we looked and seen that he did have a sexual offense already on there, that, that kind of just made us feel a little bit better. Like, you don't want to think bad of somebody and there's nothing, but it just doesn't make sense. This boy right here, this 2-year-old, they called 911 at 1 a.m. in the morning. So that tells you something. What are you doing 1 a.m. in the morning? You know what I'm saying? Just like we were thinking about Andre. Okay, you guys, this started at 3 a.m. in the morning, and 8 o'clock in the morning.
It's still going on.
Yeah, it's still going on.
And no help in sight. The grandmother said,
and it doesn't make sense over some money.
No, that's why I say she was more than any money. Maybe the grandmother, she went there, you don't understand me, I need some money. Or he had done something to that boy, and that boy probably said, I'm telling my mom, you're not going to do anything. You're going to have to kill him. And to beat him that long, I mean, he was a couple of girls. She held in there, but that baby could take all them blood from a damn melon. That'll knock you the grown up out. So
wow.
This baby fighting to hold him on for his life and knew he was going to kill him. I said, my God, today, I said, God needs to take these people's boys away from them. Everything. They don't need to see the light of day. They don't need to be in jail.
Exactly.
Does it with some bread, not even water. Just give them some damn bread. Let them drink that sand. Because that's what you're doing to these kids. You're snuffing their breath out. They have no voice. And the mothers are just as dangerous as a stranger. They're the worst. Because you trust your mother. You trust that they will protect you. A little kid don't know. Well, mommy beats me. Well, oh, she loves me. They don't understand the difference between love or hate. They just know to love or whatever, regardless of what you do. But then some of these kids now are like, no, that ain't right. And they call the police themselves.
Right.
They should be able to, because my little granddaughter, they know how to call 911. I said, anything happen, you call 911 first, and you get me on the phone. I got to get a helicopter to you. I'm not stopping my car until I get to Ripside. High beam flashing. Tell my other daughter, call the police. They can get behind me if you want. I'm not stopping until I get to my kids.
Right.
Don't go shoot me. I'm trying to get out here to save somebody. So you can follow me and make room.
Right. Uh-oh.
But I'm going to get back in the chat. I said, but when I looked up and seen that big old sucker, but that mother was taking pictures of the boy and sending it over. So whoever received the pictures, they should be arrested as well.
Right.
Like that mother.
TeNika says that there's no sexual offense charges. And I'm looking at it because I looked, I was like, is it? You know what? And I'm reading, they said there's bleeding in the rectum and all the inside injuries that's done to this child. Like, what else did they put up in this child? But here's
because he shouldn't have no bleeding. He had a gun. What kind of baby? The baby that should have busted him in the gut or something. These are babies. They're not completely formed yet. Their muscles and stuff not formed. They break that baby.
Right.
This is the only time you have bleeding on the internal unless the baby is constipated or they're straining their line. Like with my little girl, the disease she had because of that. I see blood. I'm on the phone. I'm at the hospital. What is going on? Having to help her.
And that's, you know what? Yeah, I'm not understanding why there's no sexual charges here. And it's not. It's involuntary manslaughter, aggravated assault, endangering the welfare of a child. In addition of little small charges, but nothing about sexual assault, nothing.
Maybe they'll upgrade them. Maybe they're going to upgrade them.
Maybe.
The blood be there, and the doctors said, no, they know what they're looking at because they see it, so they recognize it. So if they don't, they're on. Whether they're pulling over another case. This here, now I'm beginning to wonder, hey, what honestly happened to the West Boys? It's just story after story. Some of them are getting solved. Some of them are being broadcast because Gabby been on TV for the last couple of days. And I'm like, what about Tyrese?
Right.
I've been missing a year. This girl just been missing a couple of weeks, which I hope she's found safe. But it's just all over FBI, everything else. I said, but this boy been missing a year. He was 18. She's 22.
Right.
So why is the alarms all sounding, and no one sounded the bell for Tyrese?
Exactly.
Well, you'll get to that next week, but let me get back in the chat and see what they're saying. I'll let you later.
All righty. Thank you.
All right.
Bye-bye. So, Miss Val, she's a little bit upset. I would be too. This is crazy. When I seen this, I was like, get the heck out of it. It's sad what some children are going through. Yeah, it is. It's sad. Shelly's welcome all the new people in the chat. Thank you for coming in. She says, we appreciate you. Mary is saying, it's sad what some children are going through. But sexual perversions, this evil world is working hard to sexualize children starting in preschool. A child cannot give consent, period, but recklessness is working hard to overcome. Last days, indeed. But you know what, Afriterica? They've been talking about the last days when I was a kid. I mean, you know what I'm saying? They've been talking about the last days when I was a kid. My mother would always say, everybody's going to hell in a handbasket. But we want him to come. That's something that's in the Bible that says that we want him to come, but everything has to play itself out. But I do know something, and I'm just gonna say that I may not should say it, but I'm gonna say it. But one part that I read that a lot of people don't say, and you can look it up for yourself. I'm not a scholar, but Jesus actually, the Lord comes a little bit before his time. He said he had to come early because the world was so bad that not even the elect could stand it. I mean, you know what I'm saying? That's telling you that not even the ones that are chosen to be here to help can stand the pressure and the torture that's going on down here. He had to come early because he says not even the elect could. And if you say something, then they put you in jail and lock you up. And it's just terrible, you guys. It's just terrible. When I think about this, I think about Sodom and Gomorrah, how them people wanted to do things to the ones that came in that town, and they didn't know that they were angels. As a matter of fact, what they said was that if you don't let them go, I'm going to do to you worse than what we were going to do to them. Lot was trying to give him his daughters that was virgins and stuff. They didn't want them. They wanted them angels. Anyway, you guys, that's just a little bit of what I look at when I see stuff like this. Tina T says, understanding the caller so much sickened and sadness is really hard to trust. It's the Bible tells us not to trust anybody. Hey, Lisa Lee, how you doing? Let me see. Shelly's in the building. She says, LaKendra says, I'm tired of hearing people killing their kids. Y'all should start getting a background check. Yep, we all need a background check. And then Afaterica's, she's saying he either tried to do something to that boy or he did something to that boy and he was trying to make him be quiet. My thoughts too. Y'all talking about the 12-year-old? Because the 2-year-old, we know that was a done deal. Grandfather needs to never be a free person again. Yeah. Poor baby probably had internal bleeding. Yes, Tracy, when you have bleeding of the rectum, it's internal bleeding. It's internal bleeding going on. It's sick. It's sick. Somebody had put in here, they used to do with chickens. Okay, I'm going to tell you guys something, and I'm going to get off of here. Like I tell you guys, my mouth is still throbbing on this side and throbbing on this one too. They got some really work to do. But I wanted to share this with you. This is true. And you could probably look it up. It's in my state, Kansas, in Wichita. There was a guy that got caught with a duck in the park. Okay? He didn't do no time. I was working at Boeing. And I found out some people was telling me, they was like, hey, SP, the guy that you're working with, I can't even remember what his name was. Wally. His name is Wally, you guys. I just remembered. His name is Wally. Anyway, they was like, did you know he's the guy that got caught with the duck in the park? Okay? I said, wow. I said, really? For real? I didn't know this. So he had been at Boeing for a long, long time. He had way more time than me. I probably had about 10 years. He had probably about 15. They made him manager for at least maybe a month. And he asked me to do something. I was done doing whatever I needed to do. And he told me to get my ASS over here and do this. He didn't just say ASS. He said, my black ASS over here. Listen here, you don't talk to me that way, and you will never talk to me that way. He told me he can talk to me. This is what he said. He said, I could talk to you any way I want to talk to you. And I said, no, you can't. So another employee got on the intercom, because the managers was having a meeting at the time, got on the intercom and said, no, let me finish. Then after that, I said to Wally, and I did say this, I told him, I said, you can deal with that duck and go screw the duck and strangle the duck or whatever you want to do to the duck, but you will not disrespect me that kind of way. And he got angry with me. And he called me the N-word. Okay. So all of this was happening at work. See, I knew how to get him angry. I just started talking about how he, and we were loud. And so I'm just telling you guys, this is true. This happened. And so, some guy got angry with how he called me this name. So he got on the intercom while all the managers, and if anybody know Boeing, I'm just telling you guys the truth. That's why there ain't nobody going to sue me about what I'm saying, because it's all documented. So this guy got on the intercom and he said, hey, you guys need to get down here. SP and Wally is going at it. Wally done called SP an N. SP is talking about him strangling this duck in the park at Watson Park. And you guys, they're ready to rumble down here. I'm telling you guys, Wally ran and hid because you know what? I'm not scared. But the whole ideal, the managers come running down the hall and was like, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Da-da-da-da-da. Let me tell you guys something. You know what? I said, I'm out of here. I'm done. You're not going to put this pedophile animal, I don't know what you call a man that screws a duck, and you got him over me. And he thinking that you guys are sitting there, want nobody to say nothing about this. And he's sitting there calling people names. All he wants. Yeah, Wally, that's his name. I said it and I'll say it again. That's his name. His name was Wally. You look it up. Yeah. and the duck gone wrong. Wally and the duck gone wrong. You're something else, Miss Dee Dee. Bestiality. Yes, it is. And they were like, they had a thing where you couldn't say nothing about this person in the duck. I told them, you write me up, because I said it and I meant it. And I said it to hurt his feelings. Don't sit there and call me a name, which guess what? I'm not. I'm African American. Yes, I am. And the N-word really don't get me mad. But if you think that you're better than me, you're not. I didn't quit. I walked off. I told him to go talk to him about it. Go ask him about what happened. You know what? I told him, I said, I want him written up. You know what they told me? They was like, well, okay, this is what we're going to do. We had a talk with Wally. And so I said, no, did you write him up? They was like, well, we had to talk to him. I said, I want to know. They was like, well, we don't have to tell you. I said, no, you don't have to tell me, but I need to know, did you do something other than talk to this character, this clown? You know what? I had to take it to the union. And then the union, they were like, they was not going to even write him up for calling me names. I didn't start off calling him names, calling me names. But here's the thing, you guys, and I don't want to get off topic. Here's the thing. People that do stuff like this, there's laws and stuff to protect them. Yeah, I didn't want to be around him. You know what I'm saying? Tracy said I couldn't even be around him every day. Because you know what? And he just walked around like it wasn't nothing. Everybody knew who he was. Everybody knew what he looked like. I mean, he had the greasiest hair, and it was always all the way down. It was gray. It was salt and pepper, and it was just greasy. And he had this big old belly, and he looked at gross. He just looked at nasty. Did he make the duck say? I don't know, LaKendra. LaKendra. I don't know, but he was caught. He was caught, and you know what? He did no time. He did no time. So people doing stuff like this, they get no time. You guys, I'm just letting you guys know that they'll get 5 to 10, and they'll let them go and stuff. I'm going to check more into this because I want to know, did he turn on the mama, and that's why they now putting charges on her? Because if this happened, like I said, it did happen March of 2020, and now it's coming up into the conversation. Matter of fact, let me see. They sent this to me 4 hours ago. This is now starting. Papa, is that you?
Do you have a remote?
No, I do not. What's going on? You can't? I'll be up there in a minute. Okay. No, I don't have the remote. Anyway, you guys, I'm going to get off here. I am going to do more research on this case because I want to know if he's making a deal and he's telling them everything. And I know they're not going to tell us what all, but this is the only case I have ever seen where they actually telling in the newspaper and in the news that the boy's rectum was bleeding and internal damage is done, and both the mother, the biological mother, and the stepfather is now being charged. You guys, we're going to try to follow this case. We've got a lot of cases we're following, and every time when I get information on the ones that we're following, I will let you guys know. And we're going to do update. Make sure if you come in Monday, if we don't come on, you guys know I'm doing surgical extractions, and so if I can get somebody to come on, or if we do come on, you may not be seeing me because I don't want to put on a mask and be like, whoa, 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 whoa. You can't understand what I'm saying. But I will ask somebody to kind of co-host. And if we come on, we'll have co-hosts. So if you don't see me, that's the reason why. All right, you guys. Thank you guys for showing up. Please make sure you leave your comments. Have a good day. God bless you all. Be good, be safe, and be nice to everybody. Bye.